will always get a chance and opportunity. It's like we need to have this, willingness, and it's job is not a difficult thing to get here.
Yeah. So this might be the last question for you. And then because I have seen we have some question like popping up in the chat box so that we can start replying that. So, but the last question is your recommendations or advice for the people who will come to STEP and study or who will become the practical nurse in Finland. What are, maybe pros and cons and your experience?
Okay. I think like this is very like it sounds like that is my experience, that I try to think always from the positive side. I never go to negative side. Of course there can be negative sides also if you really want to look over it. Every country has negative sides, but I think what I have heard a lot from many people, even from my son and my husband, who is also Finnish, that winter is very long. It's so dark. But personally, I find it very beautiful. I enjoy whenever it is snowing. I love winter. It depends on us. If you have never experienced winter, that can be really great experience. And but also clothing also, yeah, that is very also important, that you really clothe well, and you know how to go out, how to wear when it's -30 or -25. But inside the house it's very warm, people are very kind, and especially this Pieksämäki area, people are very friendly. Whenever you walk, you feel like you are in your own country. My neighbors, they greet me every time. So I think when we come here, we need to be open on each sector, because there in Finland there is lot of good things. Every country has negative sides, but try to look on the bright side. That's what I want to say.
Yeah. Okay, so actually I have seen many questions popping up. So let's move on with the questions. And I think I will start from the first question we had from Amy. She wants to know about the entry requirement. How long will be the school years? So this question will come for PV or Meja.
So the school days, they are changing. Normally in the adult students who have the qualification, so they might have 1 or 2 days in week, and then they have a not free time. They are doing all kind of tasks, and they are visiting or they are going to practical training.
Yeah. And I would like to elaborate a little bit, because so far, in order to become the practical nurse, you might have seen us here, right? Good health, definitely. Good health, physical and mental health. And of course, in order to apply to STEP education, you have to have the Finnish level at B1.2, right? And yes, and also, yeah, the secondary, like the qualification degree. I would like to say like secondary degree or high school degree, please correct me. Yes, and I would like to start from secondary degree, right? Yes, and these are the very like basic entry for you. No need to be, I don't think that you have to be the nurse before to apply. We can teach you, STEP can teach you.
Yes.
Don't think about, you have to be there before, work there before to apply. Don't worry. Even you are 18, we can still like teach you to become a practical nurse. And I think the school years, like PV already started before with like 2 to 3 years. And yeah, but I mean, how about the 1 year, like how about when the summer start? I would like to say that when we end the school for the summer is about June, July, and August, right?
Yeah, most people may do summer jobs, so working and get payment from work. most students do that, because in practical nurse you have a lot of places to work, even if you are students. So I think many people do the working at the summer, or maybe if you want, you can keep a summer vacation.
Yeah. And we have a question, is it hard to get a scholarship? And here I would like to say there might be accommodation scholarship. And so far, I believe the student have to fill in the application. Is it difficult to have like a slot in the dormitory that you are sharing?
In Finland, if you are applied to STEP education and you are not living in the Järvenpää or Pieksämäki, so you will get the place from the dormitory, so it's free.
Yeah.
So you will get the breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, thank you. Like Sarah, has been experiencing. Yeah. And maybe we have a question about B1.1 and B1.2 matters, which means from STEP education, we all know that you can apply when you have B1.2 finish level. And for B1.1, don't worry, just keep learning a little bit to reach B1.2, and then you can apply. Don't worry. Finance Future can help you with the language. And we have a question related to like pet internship. Are there any? Or because the internship might be something in the curriculum that the students should do? Or are they getting any like a little extra money for that?
So please say again, because I just think that if they are studying, they can work some hours in month. But it's a little bit, but they can get some extra money.
Yeah.
I think.
So
yeah, but if you are like internship, that's like no payment, but after you can do the work.
Yeah.
Okay, clear. Okay, we have a student with like I had a very serious disease, pneumonia, in my childhood life. But I have a passion to live in Finland. Is it possible for me to live there, and is like the weather good for your lung, good for my lung? So this question may be related to the health issue. People with a like lung issue, can they live in Finland? Maybe not related to the program or our like education, but you might. From Finland side, can you like tell them like, is it good for people with like asthma or with like lung problems to live with the air quality or with the environment?
As someone say there, chat, we have in Finland like definitely more clear air than like in Asia. I think there is like different kind of air. So Finnish, we have like very good clear, and we have forests and seas, lakes. So we are like purest in Europe, I think. And what about asthma or lung disease? I think it's you can live here. There is also people have like asthma in Finnish people, and maybe if it's like very cold, it can cause some feelings, but it's not like dangerous, and then you spend more time inside if it's like minus 30 degrees.
Yeah. And I think the last one, we have the next question. When is the next application period? You can apply it now. Don't worry. The next application period, I want to say currently, some students are applying, and the next period will be opening soon. And don't worry, just inform Finance Future, And we can discuss with staff education about the application portal for you. Don't worry. And another question, if the student gets the admission and he or she is married, they still can stay at the offer free places, like just the student only, or maybe, you know, the kids of that student or the spouse of that student. Are there any possibility or only the student can have the accommodation?
Only the student can get the accommodation.
Yeah.
So my solution for this question is you have two options. The first option is the student can apply for accommodation and live here, while the family can live nearby the school. Or if you feel like you want to live together, you can rent an apartment that close to the school, and then you can live with your family. Yeah. So
I have a question about oppisopimus, but I don't know what is it in English. But
it's an apprenticeship.
Apprenticeship.
Yeah. So someone asked, what about that? So it's possible to have like that oppisopimus. Then you can like do the work and study at the same time, and you get payment from the work. But you need to like find that place where you do the oppisopimus. You need to find it for yourself. But we can help.
And then you can't stay in our dormitory. So you are the worker in Finland.
Yeah. Okay, so another like, if I understood correctly, the accommodation is free for all the students who are accepted into STEP education, and the internship can actually start during the first semester. Is it correct?
I think that you can start when you get your internship.
Yeah.
But I think it's much more easier if someone is coming, so the students, they are coming together.
Yeah. So most likely there will be. Yeah. And another question, at what point the student get oppisopimus, like the apprenticeship? Is it immediately when they start studying, or after 1 year, or after graduation?
Quite often nowadays, for example, when our students, they have studied 1 year, normally because they have been the practical training and they have get good experience and feedback. So the employer can ask that could we make the oppisopimus, and then they are changing that they are starting to work.
Yeah. So
I think it's like very important that you have quite good Finnish language, which when you are like worker in place, so you are not only students when you are oppisopimus, you are also worker.